Hi, Princeton Tigers. We're going to be reviewing one-step equations again, and then you'll be working with Miss Mack during the last part of class to review two-step equations. So at the top it says, what is the inverse of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division? You guys are really good at this right now. What's the inverse of addition? Subtraction. What's the inverse of subtraction? Addition. What's the inverse of multiplication? Division. And then what's the inverse of division? Multiplication. Okay. So now let's go through the equations. We have x plus 4 equals 15. What are we trying to do when we solve this equation? Yeah, we're trying to get x by itself on this side of the equation. So in order to do that, we need to undo this plus 4. How can we undo plus 4? We can take it away. When we take it away on one side of the equation, we also have to do what? Yeah, take it away from on the other side of the equation, from the 15. So I'm left with x equals 15 minus 4, which is 11. Looking at the next problem, we have 5x equals 20. What does it mean when we have a number next to a variable like this? What operation are we doing? We're doing multiplication, so how can I undo that multiplication to get x by itself? I can divide by 5. If I'm dividing 5 by 5, what do I end up with? I just end up with 1, so I'm left with 1x on this side of the equation. What am I left with on the other side of the equation? 4. So x equals 4. For the next problem, we have x minus 7 equals 12. Again, I have x. I'm taking away 7, but I want to get x by itself. So how can I undo that minus 7? I can add 7 on both sides of the equation. So I have x equals 19. All right, let's do 3 more problems. So for the first problem, we have x over 7. What operation does that fraction bar mean? Yeah, fraction is the same as division. So we have x over 7. How can we undo that division? Multiply by 7. If we multiply on one side, we have to multiply on the other. This undoes each other, so we're just left with x. And on the other side of the equation, we're left with 21. So x equals 21. Looking at the next one, what does it mean when you have a number next to a variable? Multiplication. We need to do the opposite multiplication, which is what? Division. So we're left with x equals 4. And last one, we have x minus 1 equals 5. What operation are we doing here? So how can we undo that subtraction? We can add. If we add 1 to both sides of the equation, what do we end up with? X equals 6. All right, so go ahead and finish up the last problems by yourself. If you'd like to grab a calculator, you can. Then on the back, we're reviewing squared numbers, cubed numbers, as well as square roots and cubed roots. Some of these you'll need a calculator for as well. And then at the end of class, Miss Mack will be pulling you today to do 15 minutes of math work.